Good evening, my non-existent viewers. Merry Christmas. It's TVB, and I got home just now from seeing, after taking a shower, of course, and getting situated and reserve my ride for tomorrow because I'm flying to Colorado for the first. I'm going back there for the first time in a year and a half to visit family for Christmas tomorrow morning on Christmas Day. But yeah, I saw Sonic the Hedgehog 3 tonight. And this video, this Turtle Tuesday episode is going to be even more special than the others because I'm watching the season finale of season 1 right now when the turtles and the gang got to save the world from the Krang. And oh man, I think April O'Neil's dad isn't her real dad. He's just a Krang robot in disguise. But I digress. Anyways, this is going to be so special because I'm reviewing the season 1 finale and talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which was one of my most anticipated movies of the entire year. And yeah, I gotta say, it did not disappoint. The callbacks of references to the Sonic games and the soundtrack, so good. But let's be real here. People don't watch the Sonic movies for just for Sonic and Knuckles and Tails. They watch it for Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman. Oh my goodness, I really need to be better at remembering to charge my camera before I film these kind of videos because my camera was just about to run out of juice again. Either that or my camera's just old and I need to replace it. But anyways, I'm filming the rest of this video on my cell phone, so if let me know in the comments down below if my phone has better quality both in terms of the video and the audio than my camera does. Because I have my external camera charger over there. If you guys prefer my cell phone, me filming on my cell phone instead of my camera, let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, I just got to the part in the season 1 and the showdown episode, before the season 1 finale where April's dad basically tricks her into being captured by the foot soldiers and Karai. So it's so he's brainwashed. He's not a robot in disguise. But anyways, yeah, with Sonic the Hedgehog 3, people go to see the Sonic movies for Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. And this time he's playing 2 characters in the same movie, Dr. Robotnik and his granddad. And of course we got Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog. Just genius casting. Genius. And I can gladly say that that Sonic the Hedgehog 3, this is I'm very happy to see this movie become a trilogy and stick around for the credits. I'm assuming there's gonna be a part 4, which I'd be very psyched to see. Keep the Sonic. I'm still crossing my fingers for an adaptation of either Sonic Unleashed or Sonic Colors. We'll see if that ever happens. I would love to see that happen personally. Yeah, I like how Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was also not just because of the character development and the writing and stuff like that, but it's also the darkest out of the 3 Sonic movies we've gotten. This is one of the rare cases of a film franchise that's gotten better after each new installment. Donut Lord, Tom and Maddie, they have some their relationship with Sonic is integral to the narrative because you gotta have at least one human protagonist in a movie full of CGI characters like Sonic or Tails or Knuckles. I still feel they were still kind of the weakest parts of the film, but again, we're here for Sonic and his friends and Shadow and Dr. Eggman, not so much the human characters. And I like how this film goes around different places and has different references to different Sonic games. Overall, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, it was just and again, like I said, stick around for the credits, and I think if you're someone who enjoyed the last 2 Sonic films, I think you're going to like this one even better. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I'm giving it a 7 out of 9 stars. It's a really likable film. Again, this was in my 9 most anticipated movies of the year list, and yeah, and when I'm in Colorado, when I fly out there tomorrow, fingers crossed I can see Nosferatu with family and friends while visiting, so I can finally say hey, ending the year off on a positive note. Yes, Metalhead has returned. I'm watching the part where okay, so Donnie's flying in, they're all flying over on their robo suits, and I thought that I was wondering if we were gonna see Metalhead again after his introduction episode, and here he is on screen, and he's fighting all the Krang bots. And he busts out the flamethrower too. That was cool. I'm watching the part where Dog Pound explains to Fish Face that who Splinter is and how him and Shredder grew up together in the same ninja clan, and how so Master Splinter betrayed Shredder. If I'm remembering correctly from the 3rd or 4th episode, Turtle Temper, where Splinter goes into his like tells Raphael about like how Shredder loved the same woman that he did, and like she chose Splinter over Shredder, and they had that's how their whole rivalry started. Which I'm a little bit confused. Like maybe if you guys could jog my memory in the comments down below about like how like Splinter betrayed Shredder, because Shredder was the one who went on the whole furious rampage on his home and like killed Splinter's wife and kid before he became a rat and moved to New York. So yeah, very interesting. Like Shredder is like a complex villain because like he's very very evil, but he has that like weird humane side to him where like he once was actually like had feelings for someone. Very interesting. I mean, not to be that guy, but like Splinter. It's kind of Splinter's fault that April got kidnapped again in this episode, because he was all like spiffy with her, like being like, "Oh, why don't you go out with the turtles to help him save the world?" And he was like, "I don't need to expose myself to a child." And it's just like, and now April is captured again, and like he sees her hologram after beating up Dog Pound and Fish Face. Oh, jeez, this is like because again she's the key to the Krang, and oh man, I'm watching the part where Shredder has turned her over to the Krang. This episode again, it's technically not a finale. The finale is right after this, but geez, this whole evening between Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and again, it's definitely the darkest out of the 3 Sonic movies, and this finale just this Christmas Eve is a whole cocktail of feelings. Oh boy. Oh no! Behail the dreaded sky beam. The classic cliche in movies and TV shows, especially in sci-fi and fantasy, where like a whole bunch more bad guys are summoned through a giant. Alrighty, so I got my can of Mountain Dew open, and I'm watching, Showdown Part 2 right now. Showdown Part 1 ended with the cliffhanger, obviously, and it ends with like Raphael saving Leonardo, and then all of them just like flying on their robot bat wings over to the Krang ship. And it's nice seeing Raphael like save Leo, because the two get on each other's nerves a lot. With sorry, there's in my mouth. Yeah, because Leonardo is the leader and Raphael is like the temperamental one. The two are just like constantly ruffling each other's feathers, or should I say shells. So it's nice seeing Raphael just like swooping in to save Leo on time for that. Seeing them, like actually like working together and be like, and Raphael was like, anytime, buddy. Oh, we're going to more Splinter's backstory now. Oh boy, I gotta shut up now. Oh man, I love seeing more of like the comic book style art, like comic book art style for like Splinter's flashbacks to when he was before he became a mutant, and his backstory with Shredder. Just that just went about 15 years ago, which I feel like it would have been longer than 15 years for some reason, but whatever, I guess. But yeah, like it dived into like how he had everything he could have wanted, and how the Shredder just took it all away from him. That the choreography and the animation for their little fight scene between Splinter and Master Shredder was so well animated. Oh my gosh, the choreography was just amazing. Or I don't know, does choreography apply if it's animated? Let me know in the comments. Okay, the daddy Krang or the mommy Krang looks so freaky. Jeez, the way it's holding April like prisoner like that. Just I'm 26. I'm in my I'm like moving into the second half. I'm like in the second half of my 20s now. Even I'm kind of creeped out by that face. And oh, poor April. It just, like I said, poor April just can't get a break this series. She's always being kidnapped. Oh, back to more Shredder versus Splinter. Yes. Excuse me. How many burps have I gotten on camera within the past 11 years I've been doing this? Oh, jeez. That's a trip down memory lane I don't feel like taking. Okay, I gotta... Plot twist. Hold on. I gotta rewatch this part really fast. Like, okay, so apparently Splinter's daughter, Shredder didn't kill her like how he killed Tang Shen. He kidnapped Splinter's baby daughter. Oh my, I did. Unbelievable. So Karai is actually Splinter's daughter, not Shredder's. I should have seen that coming. I should have seen it coming. That now I'm thinking about it because so Shredder was in love with Tang Shen, but obviously he kills Tang Shen, after she marries Splinter and have their daughter. So it's never revealed that Shredder ever gets another love interest ever again. Like, we don't know who Karai's mother is, but now, or we didn't. But oh my, that's insane. That Splinter and the Turtles have been fighting his daughter, for most of the season. I just watched the part where they release April from the Krang's capture, and she calls Donnie her hero, and I was like, oh, that was cute. But then jumps to Splinter about to do the finishing move on Shredder, then Karai comes in to save the Shredder, and hold on, I gotta I need to rewatch this because I feel stupid for not seeing this plot twist coming sooner. And because I just want to say that Shredder, he looks like Two-Face from The Dark Knight when Splinter knocks off his mask when because his face is half burnt, which is ugh. A lot of freaky imagery this episode, gotta say. There you guys have it. I just got done watching the season 1 finale of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it was such a crazy ending because I thought that for a second that Leo was gonna sacrifice himself and die this episode, but I should have known that wouldn't have been the case because obviously there's a second season and a few more after that. And I like how the episode ends on sort of the whole Leo fake out death where the Raphael finally admits he'd be nicer to Leo, but then Leo swims up and hey, everyone's all right, and that ends with them having a little dance party in the sewers. Yeah, jeez, man, that was a excellent finale, season 1 finale, and yeah, I'm gonna for the rest of what I posted earlier before I saw Sonic 3, a little YouTube short asking you guys to ask me questions for my annual New Year's Eve QNA video. You guys could do so in the comment section on that video. You could do so in the comments on this section. And like I said, fingers crossed, I'll be able to see and review Nosferatu when I'm out in Colorado for the next few days. So when I review that and post it, you guys can ask me questions in the comment section on that. Or you could DM me on Instagram. I'm also going to do a Q&A, a story on my Instagram page on New Year's Eve. That'll be up until midnight roughly that night. So yeah, if you guys have anything you want to know about me, any questions, you guys have questions about my personal life, not too personal obviously, but you guys get the idea. Or you can ask me questions about places I've been, people I've met. You can ask me about my interests, my opinions, my hobbies, my feelings on certain things. Ask me questions about the zoo, ask me questions about dog daycares I've worked at or the other zoos I've interned at before I got hired at this place in Columbus. Or you can ask me about questions about my high school years, my college years, whatever. Again, almost anything is on the table. So yeah, just ask me your questions. And I'm probably going to do another live stream because New Year's Eve is on Tuesday this year. I'm probably going to take a 2 to 3 break from Turtle Tuesday episodes, just so I can, do top 9 week for the start of January. Where I give my top 9 best movies and top 9 worst movies of 2024 and, other lists that I plan on making that year. So when New Year's Eve comes around and when the top 9 week is over, I'll get back to reviewing more Turtles more Turtles episodes for you guys. Season 2, I'm psyched. All right. You guys are the best. Merry Christmas Eve, happy holidays, and I hope to see you in my New Year's Eve Q&A session and stay beastly. Have a good night.